This is M. Carter Pierce, and you're watching The Daily Reel. America, I personally want to thank you. You came together last night and yesterday in numbers too big to rig. We came together as a country, which gives me hope. It's something we haven't done in a while, but it gives me hope because we sent a clear and distinct message to Donald Trump that we're not happy with it. Regardless of his total mental mindset of I'm the greatest thing since four sliced toasters, aside from his obvious dementia and senility, aside from his hedonistic tendencies, his greed, his love of money, and his narcissism, we sent a message to him that we're not just going to stand back and take your bullshit. Plain and simple. With Mickey Sherrill winning the governor's seat in New Jersey, not only has she kept that a blue state, but she also is the first New Jersey governor for the Democrats to hold 3 consecutive terms in that state. That's award-winning. Allison Spanberger came in and destroyed Winsome Earl. And not only did the lieutenant governor flip to blue, but the attorney general flipped to blue. And basically the state house in Virginia has flipped to blue. Zohran Mamdani in New York beat the crap out of a political dynasty, the Cuomos, Andrew Cuomo. And Curtis Sliwa, let me tell you something. You were a liar about all that guardian angel stuff, all the things that happened to you and you claim that you did. You're a liar then. You're a typical Republican now. Sit down and shut up. Your day is past. Put your red beret in the closet and go sit down and have a beer and shut up. Mamdani is about to bring major change to New York City, and it's the kind of change that the people need. 2 statewide seats flipped blue in Georgia yesterday. The Pennsylvania Supreme Court retained its 3 Democrat judges, ensuring that the state court is still a 5-2 majority for Democrats. And this MAGA nonsense will get shoved in the face. And to cap it all off, Proposition 50 passed in California. They're going to redistrict. They're going to counter Texas's 5 seats for Republicans to 5 new Democrat seats in the state of California. Not one damn Republican won last night. It wasn't just a blue wave. It was a blue tsunami. And sorry, Donald, but we got to call it for what it is. So what, you weren't on the ticket? You think that anybody that hitches their cart to you is an automatic win? I don't think so. Because it's you that drug your party down again. Hopefully, Republicans are going to get the message now, after the drubbing and pasting that they got last night, that we're not going to deal with it. We're going to fight you. While you sit and play these political games, which is the only part of politics that you like, is the gamesmanship, and trying to have things your way like the Burger King that you think you are, we're not letting you have it like that. No one gets to get it for free, Donald. You're using food insecurity as a cudgel to try to force Democrats to approve your budget that will triple to quadruple healthcare costs for 42 million people, Donald. Not a chance. Not a chance. I'm calling on Ken Martin and the rest of the Democratic Party to stay the course and stand your ground. Yeah, it's 35 days. Oh, and by the way, Donald, just so you know, you are under a court order to release those SNAP funds. I don't care about your nonsense about I'm not going to be held hostage. No, but you're holding the rest of the country hostage to fulfill your little sorry ass agenda. And Republicans, that includes you too, and a lot of you MAGAs are going to get caught up in this. Well, not going to get, you are caught up in it. So right now, your healthcare costs are already going to double, but now he's holding food back from you and your kids. That was the smart play, wasn't it, voting for this jerk off? Because if you hadn't, everything would have been all right by now. But you didn't listen. Nonetheless, it was a referendum against Donald Trump last night. A referendum. And it gives me hope. Because we're not going to stand for it anymore. We will fight. We will stand up to you. And we're coming in numbers too big to rig. Your plans to screw up the 2026 midterms, oh, I'm just waiting. Because I know that your buddy Stephen Miller and Russ Vought and the rest of your team, they're coming up with a new way to cheat somewhere down the line. By the way, did I happen to mention J.D. Vance's half-brother, Corey Bowman, who was running for a mayor seat in Ohio? Well, guess what? He lost. Bigly. Confetti. He lost. Because Trump is becoming the new Bush. You know, in 2016, Jeb Bush, when he was trying to run for the Republican in the Republican National Convention, when he was trying to become the candidate, all his advertising just had Jeb with an exclamation point. He couldn't use the name Bush because it was tied to Iraq and Afghanistan and all the suffrage we went through and the economic crash and the recession. Trump is the new Bush. Yes, he is. As we speak, we're preparing for oral arguments in the Supreme Court in the next couple of hours regarding Trump's tariffs. Pretty much every court thus far has said it's illegal and he can't do it. The Senate has stepped in and said it's illegal and he can't do it. Now the Supreme Court is about to have their say. And if I were John Roberts, I would get wise real quick, right now. Because, Justice Roberts, Donald Trump has no respect for you. He'll call you out and call you names and discredit you and everyone on that bench when he doesn't get his way. And only a disrespectful man would do that. You better wise up because the tide is turning and it's not turning in your favor or Trump's favor. He's done too much. And the time has come to pay the piper. But I have renewed hope today. I have renewed hope after what happened yesterday. I've been reinvigorated to fight on in this. As some of you know, I'm preparing to run in 2028 for a U.S. Senate seat in the great state of Pennsylvania. I'm going up against John Fetterman, who, I got to call it for what it is. If you're going to be a Republican, be a Republican. If you're going to be a Democrat, be a Democrat. If you're going to be an independent, be an independent. But what the worst thing in the world is to be a Democrat in name only, or a Republican in name only, or an independent in name only. But that's what John Fetterman is. And he's going to pay the price for it. He's actually telling his party that they should just play Donald's game. John, how many of your constituents are going to get hurt by that? Do you know how many people in the great state of Pennsylvania receive the Affordable Care Act subsidies who will see their insurance triple to quadruple? Do you understand that? You're talking about a shutdown, but what are the long-term effects? Think about that, John. I think that stroke must have got to you. I don't know, but it doesn't make sense. But after last night, I hold out hopes that a little small town nobody like me can beat you. Because I've been in the trenches. I know what the people want because I want the same thing. And I'm here to help them get it. I'm not here to help billionaires. I'm not here to help Trump. I'm here for the people. The hardworking, the disabled, the parents, the elderly. I'm here for them, John. Seniors. I'm here for them. See, I busted my ass my whole life for the American dream and still really haven't gotten it. I understand what it's like, and I'm going to fight for it because I have renewed hope. I'm M. Carter Pierce, and you've been watching The Daily Reel. Please like, subscribe, comment, and share this video, unless you're MAGA. I already blocked somebody yesterday for making a comment. Do yourself a favor. Stay out of here. If you're going to come with that Trump parroting nonsense and that viewpoint, because we're not having it. This is an anti-MAGA zone. That's it. Why are we anti-MAGA? Because I'm tired. I tried to ask you to come in, but some of you still refuse to do so. So if you want to follow Donald Trump down that rabbit hole to hell, enjoy yourself. The rest of you, I'll see you on the next one.